Hey guys, welcome back to another video where I'm going to be going over a deep dive in Divi staking vaults and rewards article on the Divi blog website. So here we go. Let's go through this article and understand a little bit more about staking vaults and the rewards that come with it. In this article, we will be discussing staking rewards and what to expect when starting your first vault. And here we go. Staking vaults, how rewards work. Divi is a proof-of-stake cryptocurrency that utilizes Coinbase and UTXOs. Stakers are the validators of the network and contribute greatly to network security. If you want to understand how staking works in our ecosystem, you can read all about that in the blog below. Important factors to understand are UTXOs and Coinbase, both of which are covered in this right here. So that's another article out there. However, for the purposes of this blog, we will be discussing staking rewards and what to expect when starting your first vault. So alrighty, so rewards in the Divi ecosystem. Before we touch on reward frequency, let's make sure we all understand what we're talking about. Divi block rewards are awarded every time a block is minted. This is to incentivize people to support our decentralized network and keep users secure at the time of writing. A Masternode reward is 450 Divi, and staking reward is 380 Divi. There's a very good reason people earn lump sum rewards as opposed to incremental earnings every day or week. And it is to do with coin velocity. Earlier on, we wanted to create an environment where people would keep their Divi committed for longer periods of time, as opposed to jumping in for a week, earning rewards, and then leaving again. We emphasized a future where people would keep a large chunk of their Divi set aside for staking and use a smaller amount for spending. This method contributes greatly to the security of our proof-of-stake ecosystem by attracting committed users. The storycastity. Let's start with a definition of stochasticity. Having a random probability distribution or pattern that may be analyzed statistically but not be predicted precisely. This is incredibly important when it comes to Divi staking rewards, especially when we are used to thinking in terms of consistent returns on investments. It's natural to want certainty, and stochasticity doesn't provide that on small time frames. Simply put, you should not expect to hit the average ROI every week. We just suggest you zoom out and look across a longer time frame. The timing of rewards. On your staking vault dashboard, you will see two numbers, ROI and average time between rewards. These two numbers are helpful, but one is much more important than the other. The ROI. Over longer time frames, this will be very accurate. Over a year, we expect you to be very close to this number. The time between rewards, though, there is much more variance here. Like any average, the ROI is calculated yearly and should be treated with that in mind. The blockchain is not interested in how we feel about rewards, it's following the code, and the rewards will come. It may sometimes feel like a long time between them, but rest assured, everything is working as it's meant to be. If you are staking small amounts of Divi, then it may take some time to receive a reward. Just don't forget your ROI will remain consistent, and it can't be hard idea to wrap your head around that. Our biggest tip is treat your vault like a savings account. If you are constantly removing funds from your vault, you're damaging your ROI as the UTXOs are constantly changing. Vaults work best if you set aside your Divi and leave it. This includes the rewards you earn. If you need liquid funds, make sure you keep these out of the vault to maximize your earning potential. Don't forget, as a staking vault, you're providing critical network functions. You're not just a part of the pool, you're committing to the network and being rewarded for doing so. This requires a little patience and some planning. If you are still worried about your rewards, first check that your vault is online and operating as it should. If this is the case, you have nothing to worry about. If your node is inactive, please don't hesitate to contact our crew support and we'll have you up and running in no time. Here's a link for that. Now, examples of understanding Divi staking rewards. The point of this section is to demonstrate Divi staking reward frequency. For the sake of clarity and simplicity, we will make a couple of assumptions. Assumption number one, we will assume that the staking reward percentage is locked at 20% annually. Currently, 20% is a pretty good estimate for annual Divi staking rewards. In reality, the reward percentage is in constant fluctuation based on the amount of participation in the ecosystem. It should also be noted that Divi, like Bitcoin, has block reward reductions built into the code. Over time, the reward percentage will decrease. Now that we have an assumed annual return percentage, we just need a couple more data points: the size of the staking wallet and the size of the staking reward. Staking reward, as each new block is added to the Divi blockchain, new Divi is created. These new Divi go to stakers, masternode holders, and the Divi lottery and the Divi Foundation. Divi has an annual block reward reduction once a year. The reward amount is slightly reduced currently. A single staking reward is at 380 Divi. Assumption number 2, we're assuming that staking rewards are locked at 380 Divi. With our 2 assumptions in place, we have created a hypothetical situation which makes estimation quite easy with a simple formula. And that formula would be the number of Divi of staking times the annual staking percent. So this equals the estimated annual Divi that you will earn. Divided this number by 380 to reveal expected reward instances per year. Now let's plug in some of those numbers. Let's say we are staking 100,000 Divi, times that by 0.2, which is the 20%, will give us 20,000 Divi earned within the year. Now let's divide that by 380. Then you should receive 52.6 payments of it. So if you like, you can divide 52 by 6, by 12 to estimate the number of rewards per month, or divide by 52 to estimate the number of rewards per week. Always remember these are only estimates. The longer the time frame, the more accurate they will be. Weekly estimates will be much less accurate than a month estimate. Over the past years, we've found that a 3-month time frame is usually long enough for everyone to hit their ROI. Rewards are awarded stochastically and pseudo-random distribution with a weighed-in average. This means that even though our formula estimates 1 reward per week for a wallet staking 100,000 Divi, it is possible to not receive a single reward for months. It is also possible for the wallet staking 100,000 Divi to receive 50 rewards in a month. These 2 extreme examples are unlikely, but possible, and in each situation, they should over time fall in line with the 20% annual reward. And yeah, so that's basically it. So I was covering my update for the 3-month process of me staking 10,000 Divi. And so if you're following this formula, basically just move the decimal place over. I should be expecting at least 5.26 rewards, so likely 5. So if I receive 2, then I will most likely receive 3 more payments within this year in the next, is it 9 months? Yeah, in the next 9 months. I don't know when I'm going to be getting it, but in the long run, like I say, in the time frame, I should expect 3 more. So that's how you would estimate how much you have and how much you earn. So just plug in the amount of Divi you're staking times the 0.2, divide by 380, and that's going to give your amount per year. So there's your article for you guys. I hope you got something from it. I hope this made Divi staking vaults a little bit easier to understand. I think I'll dive into another blog sometime this week or sometime soon about the Masternodes and that reward system, because a lot of people always wonder, it's well, which is the better earner, or how can you make the most? So staking versus Masternodes, each are basically the same thing, but each has a different purpose. The Divi team thinks that staking has the muscle, and the Masternodes are the brain. So that's how the Divi team sees it. But guys, thanks again so much for watching. I'm going to go take my dogs to the beach, and then I'll be back later for the Divi project update with ya. So thanks for watching. Until next time, Crypto Sherpa is out.